Yeah.
San ni.
You can start us off this time because it's gonna be you.
I could start off.
I do it for talk to Keki.
All right. Go. Yon. San. Ni. Ich. Minasan! Konnichiwa!
Konnichiwa!
Welcome to a very special edition of a show with Matt and Ethan. This isn't your normal Talk to Keki podcast. This, after much speculation and delay and other scrupulous bullshit.
We're like George R. Martin. We're coming, folks. We're coming. Don't worry.
And we have arrived. I was gonna we came, but I was gonna be like, welcome to the pilot edition of
Keki
Shop. Yay!
We've been hyping this for months.
Oh, that's right. We had camera this time.
Yeah, this is yeah.
Yeah,
these are
you gotta clap like the Japanese too, bro. You gotta clap like the Japanese.
Congratulations.
Omedetou gozaimasu.
Congratulations. Yes.
Yatta!
But yeah, we've been hyping this up since fall. We were supposed to do this a couple of months ago, but half the people that we wanted didn't see the live action Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. Including myself, still haven't seen it.
Yep, it's him and I think Marte.
I don't have a desire to really at this stage.
Yeah. So because of that, we said fuck it. We're gonna do Stone Ocean first. We're gonna explain the premise of Keki Shop in depth with this pilot, and then we're gonna talk about what we're doing for this show in particular. But anyway, let's just get right to it. Let me move the camera a little. But Keki Shop is basically we focus on one specific show. Excuse me. Well, it's classic, still going, literally anything. And we're supposed to do this with guests. But this is a pilot, it's just us two.
Correct.
Just explain what's going on.
We would have done a normal Talk to Keki show, but Matt has life, I have life. And for myself, I am 9 anime behind this week.
Yeah, and I was swamped after buying a house. I should have watched anime on the road there and back, but I didn't.
But you didn't.
Nope. So, but good stuff happened, but at the cost of our sanity for missing a shit ton of anime a week or two.
I don't recall the last time I've been this behind. Like literally from like Wednesday to Saturday. Like I watched all the Funimation anime, so all that's left is Crunchyroll. I didn't realize that the majority of the anime I watch is on Crunchyroll, and with the exception of Dress Up Darling, the
majority for me is Funimation.
Yeah, that's interesting. No, mine.
Yeah, the only ones I have on Crunchy was Sailor Uniform, Shenmue. It was World's End Harem, but maybe I'll get back to it.
Dude, I'm telling you, the story is so good.
I maybe on a day off I could just binge the shows I'm behind. That I'm behind now. It's Wednesday, so I only have Genius Prince on Tuesday, so I could probably do it if I wake up early enough.
Yeah, I mean,
I could probably do it then.
I have Genius Prince, Sasaki Miyano, Requiem, and Realist Hero. And those are the only anime that are on Funny for me.
Yeah, I got a lot on Funny. So
yeah, it's interesting. I don't know.
Anyway, but basically what this is, we're going to talk about the influence of the show and basically thoughts on the show itself, season to season. But we're going to focus mostly on part 6. We're going to talk a little bit of parts 1 to 5. And it's a big one because it's Jojo. And for the guests, yes, but for the guest, it's basically if you have a show you're passionate about that we haven't talked about yet, if you want to go more in depth of it, this is your chance to come spread your legs and talk about them. Basically, you could do it like that. Let it all breeze out. You do that.
Not wings. Legs.
No. But
either it's gonna smell like roses in this bitch, or it's gonna smell like fish. One or the other.
Well, we don't have Manscaped as a sponsor, so
yeah.
But basically, it either I've watched it or Ethan's watched it. You talk about it with us. If we both haven't watched it, then you gotta convince us why we should watch this. And we'll eventually get back to it. It's gonna be like basically that questions. And again, guests, you are more than welcome to come. Just message either of us on Twitter at Damien Phoenix 12 for me, and for him, it's whatever the fuck it is. At Showstopper
24.
at
Showstopper 24.
Showstopper 24.
Yes, or you can get to us if you're in our Eat the Keki anime group. You can message us there. Matt and I are admins. And if you're not part of that group, you're more than welcome to join. It is Eat the Cake Anime. That is the name of the group on Facebook. There should be a questionnaire, and one of the questions is, did you hear about us from the show? So if you click yes, that'll let us know. And then if you want to reach out to us in the group, please feel free to. We'll be more than happy to receive your inquiry. And another thing, if you want to do the Eat the Cake Discord, find us on Discord. It's something we don't plug often. We do have a Discord channel.
We'll start that going forward.
Yes, we have a Discord channel, y'all. And so if you want to join it, feel free. It is Eat the Cake on Discord. You should be able to find us there. And I'm an admin there, so I'll be on there to answer any inquiries or discussions or whatever the case would be if you were to join said Discord. So for sure.
And you're also more than welcome to message the actual Talk to Keki Twitter at Talk to Keki. DM it. I moderate that page. So I can always go do that if you want to talk to me.
Or you can reach out to us on Talk to Keki on Instagram, because I moderate that page, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you there too. Plenty of avenues to reach Matt and I.
Yeah, so whether it's you want one of us, both of us, you want to be on the show, literally anything, serious inquiries only, message us. We would love to have you, and we'd love to be part of your show if you want us.
I am single. Matt is not, just as a heads up.
There you go.
Hey.
Yeah, they are going to get a shit for it, but... But anyway, let's go on. Again, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. It's a big one. It's been around since forever. When did you start JoJo?
Believe it or not, December of 2020.
Really?
I watched the entire thing, and it took me almost a year because of the amount of seasonals that I watched because of seasonals. But yeah, I didn't watch it when it first came out. I watched it at the behest of our wonderful admins, Angel and Marte, who couldn't join us today because they have lives, and Matt and I have less lives. So
yeah,
here we are.
But yeah, this manga came out in 1987.
What the really?
Yeah, man.
Fun fact. I did not know that.
Yeah. Hirohiko Araki is, of course, the creator. Araki forgot. You see those memes all the time because, well, you know something that happened in the future parts. Like, why did it happen? Why did he do this? Why did this guy bring up? He forgot. He's still going. Yeah, part 1 was about a year. Same with part 2. Stardust was 1989 to 1992. Part 4, 1992 to 1995.
It just dawned on me that I guess since the manga came out around that time, that's why the show period is around that time.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, and they didn't start confirming the anime until part 8, which came out in 2011.
Part 8? How many
Jojo
parts
Lion.
How many parts are there now?
Well, eight just finished after 10 years, but
Jesus, are they trying to do the One Piece thing?
We don't know when they're gonna end. I think they're gonna do it till the day he dies. For Jojo Lands, there's no release dates for the part 9. But yeah, the longest was Jojo Lion for 10 years. After that, Steel Ball Run was 2004 to 2011.
That's part 7.
Yep, that's my favorite part.
See, you've read the manga. I have not.
Yeah,
I just literally you gotta watch JoJo. You gotta watch JoJo. Speedwagon's Bay. JoJo's amazing.
I didn't
Fine.
start. I didn't start till when Stardust Crusaders was airing.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I watched.
I think that was 2014 is when I started because my friend put it on randomly. And I found out there was multiple parts, so I had to go back to the beginning.
Would it be safe to say like JoJo is like the anime equivalent of a Rick and Morty without so much outrageous shit? Because that's what I get. I get that feeling sometimes.
Well, since the fact Rick and Morty downgraded in these past couple of seasons, yeah, I don't know, but
I've always, when I've seen JoJo, that's literally what I like. I'm thinking like I should watch this while on drugs.
Yeah,
like I'm literally thinking I should watch this while on drugs, and I'm fucking watching. Oh my god!
Yeah, I don't understand how people can watch JoJo dubbed. Looking at you, Angel.
For real.
No, like you like the over the topness is so much. You get more of that in the sub version.
Ay Dios mío!
Oh my god! I mean, sure, part 1 and 2 was fine with the dub, I guess, but when it gets super crazy from Crusaders and up, I can't. I tried.
Shaking our head, and you can see us shaking our head now because we got video, motherfucker.
Yeah, with his terrible Space Jam 2 jersey.
Hey, not bad for $10. It's not bad for $10.
You have to pay me $10 to take it.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
Anyway, ignoring his jersey.
It's a shitty movie. It is a shitty movie.
I know.
But, you know, hey, I was drunk. I had sex in the middle of the movie. So, you know.
Even we'll do anything for sex, people.
Yeah, including watching Space Jam. I put her to sleep, though. I gave her dick, put her to sleep, and then I finished watching Space Jam.
All right. We're going to stop that there. Another fact, for people that thought it was Haman, it was actually pronounced Ripple for those people. It was Ripple, not Haman, for the energy for parts 1 and 2.
You know, I always laugh when I see Hamon. I always want to say it in Spanish, Hamon, which is fucking I think it's sliced ham. I forget what it is in Spanish. Not sliced ham,
but it's
ham.
actually Ripple. Ripple.
I mean, it makes sense given like the water at the beginning, you know, when they're first learning it, and it's like a ripple.
But just Haman sounded cooler.
Hamon.
Yeah, Haman. Hummus.
Yes, the hummus.
Yeah. But yeah, part 1. Again, this was a very short one, 5 volumes, and
isn't it
44
only
chapters.
Isn't it only like 12 episodes of the anime?
9.
It's only 9, right?
9 episodes.
Did they properly adapt that, you think? Again, I don't have reference. I don't read the book.
For what they did, again, it was just 5 volumes of 40 chapters. I mean, yeah, it was like Mugen Train.
Mm-hmm.
It was around that much. Same with the Red Light District for Demon Slayer.
9 episodes is a little longer than Mugen Train, I would think. Mugen Train
it was around that time, and yeah, you do it like 9, 10, but it did what it needed to do. And this is when simpler times, no stands.
Yes, this is
just Dio and Jonathan. Dio just being the fucking dick. People love this version of Dio villain-wise instead of part 3.
I don't.
Really?
I don't. No, I don't like, because Dio is a piece of shit. It's like, fuck, you know? I don't know. Like, there's a difference between being like a piece of shit, like villain, and just being a piece of shit, like douchebag. Like, I don't know. Like, there's 2 different things. Like, you get Dio, especially from part 3 on, you get Dio, the villain, the cunningness, you know, like, there's something that's more acceptable about someone who has grander schemes of like trying to take over the world. Dio in part 1 is just a fucking cunt face.
Yeah, he's just a delinquent. Yeah, he had daddy issues.
He did.
Yep, and he just became a drunk because he failed to poison Jonathan's father and beget him, but you know, he eventually killed him. He got his blood. Protect his humanity.
Yep.
But yeah, again, turn a mother to a vampire, making her eat her baby.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Kneeing Danny the dog in the face, burning him just because he got punched in a fight after bullying Jonathan for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn. Hey, you see the burning dog in the manga.
Oh no.
Yeah, Araki hates dogs. Like, no, it's just more of it's evil because to show that the person is evil, doing evil things to pets. That's really it. That's the reason why he does that.
If you burn an animal, you really are a piece of shit.
Yeah, that was what he was going for. It's not that he hates dogs. It's just it works to make you hate the villain.
I would
And,
turn me off if I saw that.
what?
Like I said, that would turn me off.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no.
you know, it's be like, oh man, like this really the fuck, bro. Unless
And
it was the fucking dog from Star Crusaders, and fuck that dog.
oh, Iggy, I hate Iggy. I don't know why.
You can burn him alive, and I'm cool with
I
that.
have not felt bad. I did not feel bad for Iggy at all.
Nor did I. Iggy's only useful part was his end. That was when he was like the best.
Well, yeah, I like Iggy with Polnareff, and yeah, it was cool when he fought the bird. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I forget the name too. Yeah, like the eagle or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, after that, but it was too late. It was like he's gonna die pretty quick soon.
Fuck that dog.
So just queefing in Polnareff's face.
Queefing.
Wait, queef to my face.
Anyway,
but anyway, part one, it was fine for what it was. It did what it needed to do, but we all love Speedwagon. That was the highlight. The best support, the best bro, best waifu, best everything.
Best Meifu, all that.
Even Zeppeli.
Yeah, he's not that bad either.
And his look was inspired by Salvador Dali.
I could see that.
Yeah, from Spain. That was the info of this, even though Zeppeli's Italian.
Salvador Dali.
But imagine what would happen if Dio took Arita's body instead, just to fuck with Jonathan.
Oh man.
Like, they're on the honeymoon, they're on the boat. You see Arita by the top of the boat.
You thought you were fucking your wife, but it was me, Dio.
Yeah, just turn around and have like the fan by her face, like, hello, Jojo. That would have been a my fuck. Like, holy shit, he killed Arita. And then use that to kill Jonathan. But I think that it would be over by then.
Probably. That would have liked the end. The end.
Yeah, no Joseph, no. But anyway, part two I liked a lot.
Wait, before we continue, what did you give part one out of 5?
3.5.
I give it a solid 3.
That's fair. Again, it was a little too short. I probably would have done 2 more episodes, but again, with what they did,
you just want to see the burning dog, you bastard.
Yeah, I felt. Yeah.
Yeah, got him. You piece of shit. You just want to see a burning dog on the anime. You rat bastard. You fucking.
I mean, it would make me hate Dio more.
Bro, I wonder how many less fans they would have if they actually showed the burning dogs.
Oh, there'd be outrage on social media.
Oh, for sure.
So there was no question about it. But moving on, my favorite. Well, anime wise, probably my favorite. Part 2, Battle Tendency. And I didn't like the manga version of it. It was like but the anime version, I loved it. Especially with the Pillarmen, the music.
Yeah.
You get to see those poses come to life.
Yeah.
And I love Joseph. He's my favorite JoJo.
Joseph is probably my favorite JoJo, I would say as well.
And didn't get brutally murdered, just didn't die. Just he's been in part 2, part 3, a little bit of part 4.
Is he dead in part 5? By part 5?
It has to be by old age by now. They don't mention him.
They don't mention him, so it's like,
So it's safe to say he's dead, because especially it's been like 14 years after part 4.
And well, I mean, 6. He was in his 80s, I believe, in part 3.
Yeah, he has to be dead by now.
That's so crazy.
He lived his life. He's a cheating bastard.
Nah.
And they handled Caesar's death really well in the anime, especially with the music in the background. That Italian music and the Caesar. Oh, that was like, oh man, you can't help but get a little teary-eyed, especially with Caesar doing his little last bit of Haman in the bubble, the bloody bubble. Yes,
that was gangster.
And of course, your masculinity conforms with the OP. Just seeing those poses in the OP, the music by Coda, bloody streams. Fucking hot.
Yeah.
But and Wamu is great. Cars is okay. You gotta wonder how he would fare in the current, like with the stand users. Since he's basically immortal.
That'd be a great fight to see, like him with like a solid stand versus like Dio stand or something. But not it wouldn't. At the same time, even though he's immortal, like he himself, the stands are an extension of the character, and I don't think they would
Right.
have given him an immortal stand. So they would have given his stand. It wouldn't have made
Well, I
sense
say he would
because
probably, he would
his
fight by himself.
stand would have been weaker than him. So if you would kill the stand,
But
then
I'm
you
saying
kill
he
him.
would fight by himself, though. He wouldn't need a stand.
So him versus a stand.
Like him versus the stand, if you can somehow see them. Or he can just fight the person. Like he could probably fight Dio. He could probably fight Jojo. He could fight Joseph. Try to get that payback. But would stands hurt him?
They would.
Because basically, since he can't see or touch him, I wonder if this is very intriguing. Like, what would happen?
I mean, I think he would get hurt. I don't think he's impervious.
Like, would he be able to see him if he didn't get hit with the arrow or the powers or anything like that?
Maybe. Well, I could see his stand being his eyes and his hands.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But also we have Speedwagon again until he unfortunately died.
Indeed.
A heart attack. He never married. Just
can you imagine if there was if we had like a version of Speedwagon throughout like the entire JoJo series, not just the Speedwagon Foundation?
Like how there's always a Joe Bro.
Yeah, there should always be like a Speedwagon.
Yeah, but no, we have the Speedwagon Foundation.
But no, we get the Speedwagon Foundation.
And then Stroheim, you like the nuts? German science is the best science in the world.
This.
I love Stroheim though. Even Caesar was friends with the Nazi soldiers. I was like, he had this happy smile, talking about he's getting married. Caesar was happy for him. They were close friends until he died.
Hey,
Then Stroheim fell. Yeah. It was just a job from him, I guess. But then Stroheim fell in the battle of whatever. And we never heard from him again. Like, oh. And we know if Joseph kept his hormone training, he would look younger like Lisa. But no, he didn't do that.
Nope.
Because I guess he just chose not to.
Because plot.
Yeah, because plot. And yeah, I'm sure Lisa lives her life happily. So did Arena, because she died. I gave this a 4.5.
I gave this 3.75.
That's fair. Speedwagon.
And this would be part one, basically, of the entire anime by this stage. I had given the entire part one, which was 26 episodes.
Yeah.
A 3 out of 5. So it was a solid 3, and I would have done a 3.5 probably if I could.
I just said, despite it being one season, I still separate it as the parts.
Yeah, I have to look at it from the anime perspective since I haven't read.
Right. No.
For me, parts 1.
If we're judging,
yeah.
If we're judging it just by the season, then I would just give it a 4.
Yeah, I gave it a 3, but I would give it a 3.5 if I could.
Hold on 1 second. All right, moving on. Stardust Crusaders.
My favorite part of the series.
Yep, and of course, probably for a lot of people, their introduction to JoJo.
You know what my introduction to JoJo was?
What?
Part 5 with the dancing people on the boat. That's when I told myself.
The torture dance.
And that's when I said I would never watch JoJo because this looks fucking stupid. This looks fucking dumb.
Well,
and
this
I
is
said I would
something
never
you would
watch
show
JoJo.
people. You would show people that what we're getting ahead of ourselves here.
And so that was my introduction to JoJo. And I was like, nope, I'm not watching this bullshit. This is fucking stupid. And then here I am, an admin of the show. Admin requirement is you must watch JoJo.
Yeah, it's a staple, especially with the memes, the references, because everything's a JoJo reference.
Everything is a JoJo reference.
Literally everything. You even when you watch a regular TV show, you're gonna go, "Fuck, that's JoJo."
That's JoJo. Just you take a nice deep breath. Come on, JoJo.
Pretty much.
You see a shitty little dog, JoJo.
Giving someone a glare, JoJo, because you got the medicine look behind you. Medicine.
Right.
Random pose, wham. But all right, moving on. Part 3, Stardust Crusaders. This was 15 volumes from 1989 to 1992, 152 chapters.
I was 1 year old.
You were 1 year old,
When
and
part
I
3 ended.
was 1 year old when it ended.
Yeah, we have 1 year old when it ended.
Just about. But yeah, this was considered the longest because this had 2 seasons with 24 episodes each. So yeah, but crazy enough. So I'm curious how much Jojo Lie and all this is gonna have, but you know.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be at least the 2 seasons, I'd imagine. At least.
We will see. But moving on though. But yeah, this is mostly CG animation a little bit, especially with the openings.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's over muscular now.
Yeah.
Extreme hyper masculine men. That's part 3.
Brolic as fuck. Imagine if people were like naturally that way. There was like no like steroids or working out involved. Just that you're not.
Nah.
That
they didn't do that. But and now it's not Dio Brando, it's just Dio in caps, all caps.
It's probably out
Dio
of respect for Marlon Brando. I'm just kidding.
Yep. Probably. But yeah, this is basically Dio is back. Joseph is looking forward. We have the introduction of stands.
Yes. Will forever change the world of JoJo.
Yeah, but for part 3, it was mostly tarot cards or
which
Egyptian gods.
I like that concept. Like I really like that concept of tarot.
No, I loved it. I thought that was great.
And when they ran out of tarot cards, I think they should have kept something going. Is there not some sort of?
What was it? Again, we had like the Egyptian gods, we had like Anubis, stuff like that, names of the various gods, and then we had Vanilla Ice, which started bands.
Yeah, they started the bands and the musical acts at this stage. I mean, you know, sometimes they're cute, but
the fact that a lot of them are since they're copyrighted, you can't see it in the subtitles, despite them hearing it. You're hearing it in the voices.
So answer me this, right? So if we're talking about stands, right? So we're gonna get something that's like, oh, this is my stand, Jay-Z. This is my stand, Drake.
No one's gonna touch Drake. It's gonna be an underage kid that has a stand. It's gonna call it Drake.
Seriously, like, oh, this is my stand, Kanye. He's the crazy stand.
Yeah, it's a narcissist.
The chill stand. That's part of the hero group. This is my stand, Snoop Dogg.
But yeah,
animation. Doggy.
But anyway, animation improved immensely. Holly, Joseph's granddaughter, is the one that got daughter, not granddaughter.
Yeah, daughter. Jojo Mama, or yeah,
Jojo. That was the rumor title for part 9. Jojo Mama.
Really?
That was a rumor title. I would have loved it, but no, it's. But no, this is weird. This is the only time where 2 parts is a continuation. Like it's like part 9 is just a continuation of Jojo Lion.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh god. So they're like, no, it's been 10 years. We gotta move on, and we're gonna keep it going though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when you think about it, part 4 is at the beginning a continuation of part 3.
Well,
or no, sorry,
years
part 5.
later, but like 10 years
part
later.
5, sorry, part
yeah.
5. Part 5 is a continuation of part 4. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, because it was like basically like a year later.
Yeah.
And this one's almost part 3 is like almost 100 years.
Yeah, that's true.
About 50, I believe.
Yeah,
50 years. Yeah, because part 2 was 1938, part 3 is 1989. And that's where we get all the shit.
That's so nuts.
It is crazy. It is crazy. But yeah, the fights were great. The animation is wonderful. I love the stand designs in these. This is basically it was mostly JoJo OP and just punching the shit out of them.
Yeah, but you know, one of the things why I loved this part in particular is this is one of the biggest, besides Speedwagon, obviously, and Lisa to a certain extent as well. This is where we see one of the true like good things about JoJo is like that brotherly camaraderie that you get with all the characters, with whether it be Polnareff, whether it be fucking Abgol, whether it be fucking
Kakuin.
Yeah, Kakuin. Yeah, dude. So you get that, huh?
Not Iggy.
Not Iggy, not the fucking dog. Not that goddamn dog. No, but you get that brotherly camaraderie, and it makes you invest in the characters more. That's one of the reasons I think that's probably one of the main reasons why this is my favorite part. Is I don't think I've been as invested in any of the characters like I've been with like the characters in part 3. Like
and with
truly
Joseph, with Joseph, you've been familiar with him since part 2.
Yeah.
And he became he's old, he's weak compared to them, but he still has great moments.
Yes, indeed. He definitely had his moments. He was definitely useful. He was definitely fucking a requirement. And he even though he wasn't the main starring character of this part,
it was still his story in the sense.
It was still his story, and he was still a integral piece of glue, like in a right spot. Like he was like, if you think of a machine that can't run without like a certain screw or bolt somewhere, that was Jojo. That was Joseph.
Right.
To me, at least. So.
Oh no, I agree. And Polnareff was probably my favorite Joe bro.
Yeah.
Just everything about it. I think he had the most development.
He did. He definitely had the most development.
Like sometimes more than Jotaro and Kakyoin, but it's like
I liked Abdul more as a character, but I agree.
But there wasn't a lot of him.
There was, and I know that, and that's why like it made me want more Abdul. It made me want more of him. We got a lot of Polnareff, and I agree with you. He's definitely like the biggest Joe bro, especially the fact that he's the only featured Joe bro in the other parts.
Yeah.
For right now.
Yeah, in part 5, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly.
Oh god, just imagine if Kakyoin was alive.
Oh, that would be fucking cool, bro.
But no, he was a big help at the end. I just hate that he basically got sidetracked in the second half.
Yeah. Well, because they had to plot him out because of his eyes.
Yeah, he could do so much. He could control people like he did when you first see him. And he didn't do that power ever again.
No, he didn't. Well, because they probably told him it's bad, very bad. But then he thought about it like it's
he forgot. The creator forgot.
It's fucking plot. He forgot because of plot.
It's like, all right, like that's too good. I'm sorry, I take it back. You could probably win a lot of fights. You could probably use it to fight Dio almost, or have a better shot.
Yeah. No, they ain't fucking do that.
They could not do that. But
bullshit.
I call it bullshit.
Bullshit.
But and then I love Whole Horse villain wise.
He's my favorite villain.
Yeah,
Whole Horse is my favorite JoJo villain ever.
Side villain. He's my favorite side villain.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, side villain. He's my favorite side villain.
Yeah, next to Wamu.
Bro, when I saw those episodes, like I swear to God, for like a month straight, I just kept singing the Ingo Boingo song.
Yeah. those songs are so fucking stupid. Especially with the brothers. I like, oh my god.
They were really fucking dumb. They were really fucking stupid.
But
Whole
Horse
he was their glue. Laughing. Whole Horse was their glue.
Oh god, I wish I saw more of him, but no.
I wish we could. I wish Whole Horse had a son.
Yeah, he fucked multiple people, so
he probably does have a son, but his son ain't shit clearly because he's not part of the series.
His stat is cool, Emperor.
Yeah,
with the gun.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And plus, he's the only fucking side villain to stand up to the main villain ever. When you think about it.
Yeah. And he's like, shit. Never mind, man. I take it back.
Yeah, you know.
What was your favorite fight in part 3?
Besides the last one, I'm gonna say the Whole Horse fight. And
which one?
The one where he barely escapes with his life.
Where Abdul got shot.
Yeah, and then I was gonna say Abdul's last fight. Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, Polnareff, Iggy, and Vanilla Ice was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
The stakes were there. You didn't know who was gonna die next. So you thought Polnareff was gonna die. That's when his calf got like chopped off with Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shit, but Iggy saved him to die.
Yeah.
It was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that's when Iggy was fucking useful.
Yeah, and then Polnareff fucking snapped with all that.
Yeah, for real. It's a miracle he didn't kick in the face, though.
Yeah.
I saved your life.
It quite to my pants, let me tell you. But yes, definitely the last fight. I didn't like that he basically just punched the world in his leg and started crumbling.
Yeah, but I mean, just the
But
I
it
guess
was cool. Like, oh, they were practically the same stand.
it was exactly practically the same. It was, I think, the psychological aspect of that fight made it one of my favorites. Like it really, like when you see a fight, like one of the best things about a fight is that it's similar to like a chess match, and that was
Right.
the biggest example of a fight in that show being like a real chess match, to the point where it was the most minuscule action that fucking won the fight when you think
Right.
about it, even though it's corny the way they won the fight, but it was still something that was like, oh my god, you know. So
Oh no, I agree.
yeah.
And then fucking Joseph being a dick when he got brought back to life. Like,
That's
oh, I was there the whole time. Like, oh, I'm kidding. I was like, I would kill you just for that.
That's it. You're going back dead.
Like, I'll kill you for that. Fucking Christ.
Saying, why did Speedwagon why did he save this fucking guy?
Yeah, that.
Here's what's it called? The cameo from my cat. Say hi.
Hi, cat. Oh,
Nakoski.
it's a kitty. It's a cutie.
It's a kitty. It's Shadow. Say hi.
Hey, Shadow. But yeah, I gave this a 5.
I gave it a 4. Jojo, as much as I like Jojo isn't a show that like I can really like ever say is like, oh my god, the most amazing fucking thing ever. Like it's not gonna be that for me ever. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna give any single part of Jojo a 5. You know, hopefully there's something will do that'll blow my mind, but I've never given any of the parts a 5. Probably won't start. I definitely gave it a solid 4. I would have given it a 4.5 if I could, though. Like this is close.
Like
This
I
is
said,
close to a 5 as a show will ever get.
I should give it a 4 to 5, but the fact that this was starting me in JoJo and maybe fall in love with JoJo,
Yeah,
it's a 5 for me in that regard.
that makes sense, I guess. It's, like I said, consistently, it's the longest and the best part of the series. It's definitely a 4.5 for me, but I gave it a 4 on my list.
All right, moving on. Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable.
Not a bad part. Not a bad part. It started off super slow.
It felt more of a slice of life till the second half.
Yes, agreed. It was like a mystery slice of life.
Yeah, I definitely like the mystery of it.
Yeah, I definitely agree that it started out slow by comparison, for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it ended strong. Definitely, you know, truthfully, I think part 4 has probably the strongest ending out of the entire series.
And yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, this was mostly Dio's consequences with these stand arrows. That's what part 4 basically is.
This has become Dio's legacy.
This whole thing is Joestar and Dio at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is, and that's the principle of the fact that the battle is raged on for 20 years and counting. If you at this point, this starts basically Dio's forever legacy, which is stands and all the stands.
Yeah, and the fact that these arrows that are out to make stands are out there now, everyone could have it. And yeah, this is his doing, more or less.
He introduced this. You can't even call it a technology. It's this.
No, it's just weapons from the past.
Yeah.
That. So yeah, you wonder how were stand users back then.
I mean, I don't think they came from this planet. You've read the manga. Have they started going into like aliens and shit? No. I feel like that's going to be a direction that this has to go.
It has to, but no, nothing.
Because that I know we're skipping ahead, but they expound upon that in part 5 and part 6, like the fact that this power came from some random fucking meteor wherever the fuck it came from outside of the universe. So it's an inevitability that it's going to end up going into space and into fucking aliens and shit, but you know, that's how they do it, because I'm not a big fan of that. Like they tried to do that shit. We started going to space at the end of fucking Sword Art Online, the last Sword Art Online, and that shit.
Well, they're going to space in Dr. Stone, so
are they? Well, but that's different though, because fucking we're in Dr. Stone is a, even though it takes place 1,000 years or whatever, how many years in the future, what's it called? It's still an integral part of Earth, because it has to do with Earth and science, and so that makes total sense. But some shit like they did in Sword Art Online, that makes zero fucking sense at all to me.
Right.
At all. That shit killed me. And I loved the last season of Sword Art Online. And that shit just we should do one on Sword Art Online.
Yeah, we'll think about it. No, we will. We
should do one on Sword Art Online.
We will do Sword Art Online.
I that's my very first anime I ever fell in love with.
Okay. Well, we'll do it for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, I enjoyed Josuke. Even with the hair.
He's not bad.
No, he was a delinquent at the end of the day.
He's the fourth best JoJo.
Yeah.
He's the fourth best.
Yeah, like he has Jonathan's mannerisms, but again, he's a kid that he's like 16, fucking him, Okuyasu, and
Okuyasu annoyed me until the end.
Shigechi? The ugly kid.
Yeah, Sugechi.
Yeah, they're like fucking Edda and Eddie.
In essence, yeah, but Sugechi was my favorite one. He was my favorite guy. He was my favorite character out of the entire series.
Shigeki, that fucking pointy guy, you liked him? Shigechi, you liked him?
The midget?
Yeah, with the spikes on his head.
No, not like it. No, not him. No, fucking. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about the midget. The midget friend.
Oh,
Koichi. There we go.
I love Koichi. He's reliable.
Koichi's my favorite. No, Sugechi, fuck him. Fuck that little fucking
but Koichi,
fucking pin spike head fucking fuck him.
Yeah, Koichi's basically Jotaro's protege at this point.
Yeah, basically. But
Jotaro fucking loved him.
Does he come up? Oh my god, does he come up in part 6?
No.
Fuck. Does he come up in any of the parts afterwards?
No.
Fuck.
That was it for part 5. Just spy on Gio and that's it.
That's fucking lame.
Yeah, I know.
But
I would have loved him. Yeah, he's very helpful with fucking echoes.
Bro, if he would have kept going, he could have been a fucking Speedwagon.
He was, in a sense, when he fucking called out Yoshikage Kira. The Jojo was like, "Fuck, man, you're good."
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, this felt more like Koichi's story than
they couldn't make Koichi like a president of the fucking Speedwagon Foundation or something.
Could have, yeah. But again, this felt like more like his story because he was basically the narrator of this part.
Yeah. And
Josuke happened to be there. Jotaro happened to be there.
Yeah, I mean Josuke was good, and Josuke is, like I said, the fourth best JoJo out of the series.
Yeah, and Koichi's great. Rohan is amazing.
Rohan is definitely one of my favorite. He's my second favorite Joe, bro. Behind
he has my favorite stand.
Yeah, that's true.
I love Heaven's Door. I would if I could have a stand, I would want that. Just fucking opening them up, reading about them, just write stuff in. You can make them do anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shit.
I don't know.
So I love that. And Okuyasu, yeah, he was an idiot, but he was okay.
He was fine. Like I said, the second part was fine. I laughed at, something I did laugh. I laughed at the interaction between him and the Chuchuin, the fucking the alien. Oh
yeah, that guy. Yeah, that I liked.
That was funny. That was
my favorite minor character was Tonia. Or Pearl Jam, the chef. That's another great ability. Like, just make all these food to help them out.
Yeah, that's low-key good. He should be they should be collecting some of these motherfuckers and making them part of like the Speedwagon Foundation or part of the story, because then they would be invincible. But
no, because they figured, this should have been it. But no. Well, wait, there's more.
God damn it. Bro.
And of course, my favorite villain in JoJo, Yoshikage Kira.
He is, I was gonna say he's the best villain, but I mean,
no, he is. No, 100% he is. Like, I liked him more than Dio, more than Cars, fucking more than Poochie.
Yeah.
But I will say, Funny Valentine is close, but that's part 7. You'll get to him eventually.
Oh boy.
I love Funny Valentine, but we're gonna get to Yoshikage Kira. As soon as he had his monologue introducing himself to Shigechi, I was like, this is fucking intimidated.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna agree with you. I was gonna say Dio, but no, I agree with you. Kira is definitely the best written villain, and that might be what makes him, I should say, the best villain is because of how he's written.
Killer Queen. The fact that you got these evolutions of the Stand from him.
Yes, and one
him
of the
echoes, yeah.
And one of the best things about it is it's very realistic. When you think of serial killers, like each of them have some type of interesting quirk about them. And so that was very spot on the way that he was written as well. You know, with the fingernail thing, it was creepy at first. And then the more you thought about it,
when he has the urge to kill, his nails grow and he starts cutting them. And then his hand fetish.
Yeah,
he dated
that was
multiple
weird.
hands.
Hand fetish was super weird. But I wasn't too big a fan of that. Definitely creepy. I used to walk around with dead hands. Like Lord knows what else he did with those dead hands. But
no, he made food for them. Made out with one of them.
I mean, bro, if he making out with a dead hand, I mean, you already know what he's doing. What else he's doing with the hand?
But again, his stand is amazing. Just touch something and then turn into a bomb.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And then sheer heart attack, and then bites the dust.
Yeah.
It's funny how the main villain's stuff involves time.
Yeah.
Like the world, bites the dust, King Crimson.
Yeah.
Poochie's eventually.
Yeah. King Crimson, I think, is probably my favorite stand. Just the ability to rewind time.
And
it's
skipping a second. It's basically skipping a second.
Yeah, being able to skip. That's one of my favorites.
Like you're ripping a page and you're in that next page.
Yeah. It's
and people have tried to explain it. It's always, and people always go, it just works. That's it.
Yeah, that does.
If they tell you King Crimson, they say it just works. That's it.
It's probably one of my favorite stands out of the entire series.
I definitely enjoy that stand. And then we'll get to those in a bit.
We'll get to those, yeah.
And I like that no one killed Kira except for an ambulance. I think Rohan explained it better. Like it was better that way, so send him to jail.
Yeah, definitely. His end is definitely the most wild end. His demise, I should say. Let's rephrase that. His demise is the most wild demise out of everyone.
Right? Yeah. It's like holy shit.
No, actually, no. I'm lying. Never mind. No, that's part 5. Part 5 is wilder.
We'll get to that in a bit, but
yeah, part 5
but still with his, like Jesus.
Yeah, like part 4 and part 5 are the best endings to a fucking villain ever.
Yeah, but I loved it for what it was. Even it was fun seeing Joseph. I gave this.
It was not fun seeing Joseph. I don't like they made him fucking. I mean, I understand he's got like old age and dementia, but it was kind of sad, because that's a reality for people, bro. Like to be like this once amazing guy.
But I feel like he had the show, especially since he's Josuke's dad.
Yeah, but fucking
even just for a little bit.
Yeah, but fucking not like that, man. I mean, it was nice and touching at the end when they fucking he gained that respect for his father and he called him father and shit.
And then he took his wallet.
That was funny. Yeah, I would like a reintroduction. Josuke now in part 6 would be. This was 1999. No, this is 1999. This is 1999.
Yeah.
And
so
then 1999, he was 16 and 8 in 1999. 2011, 2009, that's 26. He would be around Jotaro's age when Jotaro was in part 5, which is like 28, 30, something like that.
Well, he was 29. Well, he was 29 in part 5. He was 28 in part 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jotaro.
So single year.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, single year. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking part 6.
No. That's all.
Yeah, but no, I was gonna say, like, I would love. I just want them to do reintroductions to fucking characters. Like, I think it would have been so much. I think it would be so much helpful to see the introduction of characters, the reintroduction of characters. Just on principle of nostalgia, but at the same time, they can be beneficial to the other characters, and it can provide a different twist. Like fucking make one of them like a damsel in distress, like they get murdered or they get fucking abducted. Or something like that, or they turn evil, like somebody like manipulates their mind and they turn against them, or they work as a double agent because of somebody's stand or something. Like that would be interesting in some dynamic, you would think.
Yeah. But yeah, I gave all right, favorite fight for this one.
God damn it. I'd say probably the last fight.
With Josuke, Kira, and basically everyone.
Yeah. That was a great culmination.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to say that. Yeah, the hand. If he was an idiot, that would be fucking unbeatable.
Yeah.
Like I love the stand. That's the fact that he was an idiot. It's like
Because plot.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Yeah, I'd say the end. I gave this a
Yeah.
solid 4 out of 5.
Yeah, this is a 4.
Definitely gave it a solid 4 out of 5.
Yeah. Now, Golden Wind.
Part 5.
Yes, 155 chapters. Fucking started in 1995, ended in 1999. But yeah, we're now it's 2011. Sorry, wrong one. Sorry.
Incorrect, sir.
2001.
2001. There we go.
2001. We're in Italy with Giorno Giovanna.
Giorno Giovanna. He's low key one of the better JoJo MCs for sure. He's up there. He's really up there.
I gotta admit, I did not like manga part 5.
You didn't like You don't like manga part 5.
Yeah, but the anime was good for this.
Mm-hmm.
They again, it worked with the voices, the animation. It just flowed a little better. It was more with part 5 was just bored.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't care for most of them. And I thought this Giorno was just okay. And as soon as they changed the outfit from blue, like a dark blue, to this purple, I like that. Like they looked better on him.
Didn't Dio use purple as well at some point? I don't recall.
I think he had different colors in like part 1.
Mm-hmm.
But no, in the manga, Giorno's outfit was blue. But since it was purple in here, like this actually looks better.
It does, especially with the fact that in part 4 and part 5 they use a lot of brighter backgrounds, yellows, whites, things of that nature.
Yeah,
and so it pops more, so it's more visually
exactly
appealing.
That's funny. All 40 episodes culminated in the course of 4 days.
Yeah, that is, when you think about that is true.
Like it was basically a weekend. It was a weekend.
It was a long weekend. It was Memorial Day weekend, guys.
No, it's just 1 day your initiation for Giorno, a day or two you gotta guard Trish. That took a day or two.
Yeah, about a week.
Yeah,
it's about a week.
The whole thing, a crazy weekend.
It is wild.
I loved it for that, but
like I said, I think Giorno is one of my favorite MCs of the entire series. He's probably he might be top 3 for me.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
He might be a top 3 MC. Like his ultimate success is dope. Again, I keep saying it. I wish they would reintroduce them. No,
Giorno should have been in part 6.
Yeah,
he absolutely should have.
He should have been.
But no, they don't do that. That's what pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean,
like, come on.
Yeah, because he's running a gang in Italy with one of the craziest fucking stands ever. And like I said, in this part,
and no, it's technically the best stand.
Yeah, it is.
It's infinite. His stats, all his things. This is infinite
because of fucking Requiem.
Yeah, he could turn you into nothing.
The end of fucking of Pucci is fucking it is the wildest demise of a character I've ever seen.
Not Pucci.
Diavolo, sorry, my bad. Yeah, the end of Diavolo is it's the wildest demise to a villain that I've ever seen in anime.
Yeah, he basically turned him into nothing.
He's to cease to exist.
Infinite death all around. Yeah. Forever.
That's wild. Like, and I love the way that fucking Kira died, and that doesn't even compare to how Diavolo dies.
Right? Yeah.
Is he dead? Is he even dead by definition?
By definition, yeah.
Because I mean, he was gonna bleed out, so he probably bled out.
Even
The
though
sword.
he's still in his subconscious, he's still living those despite his physical body being dead.
That's so fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's fucking evil.
It is dark. That is super fucking dark.
And again, no one should have that power, especially when his basically like the beginning of a golden experience was basically turn something into give it life.
Yeah.
And now in this Requiem, turn it into nothing.
Yeah. No, I take that back. I think Giorno's power is my favorite power. Because just of how OP it is. Just the principle, even his pre-power, giving something life.
Yeah,
I love that.
He can make this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I love Purple Haze, but they didn't Fuego. But he left. But I am pissed because he does come back. And his updated Purple Haze feedback is great, and they don't show that. I'm disappointed. I would love to see that again. And his stand is OP with the poison. Yeah, he could have. Yeah, he would have been a big player, but that's why they wrote him off.
Yeah.
Because that would have been too much. And then fucking Abakio, I didn't care for him in the manga, but when he died in the anime.
Abakio is one of my, like, his stand is one of my favorite sub stands, like the Joe
Moody
Bros.
Blues, yeah.
Yeah, Moody Blues is one of my favorite Joe Bro stands. For sure.
Yeah, he was just a piece of shit. And then, but yeah, when he died in the anime, I see Naracha like actually cry, and you hear that.
You feel that.
I was like, fuck, man, come on, don't do this to me.
Yeah, no, you feel that. I didn't cry at all during the JoJo series, but if there was
ever you'll get a little water eyed. The voice. It was just more powerful. The voice acting from Naracha is what sold me.
It was very powerful.
And then Bucciardi's bleeding finally after being punched.
Yeah. I love the way Bucciardi.
Bucciardi. I love Bucciardi.
Bucciardi. You gotta say it like that.
He was another great Joe Bro.
This JoJo part 5 made me want to watch. If I was ever gonna watch a dub of JoJo, I wanted to watch part 5 in Italian.
That I would be okay with.
I would have loved to have seen part 5 in Italian.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Just like I talk a lot of times how I want to say, I would, if I'm gonna watch an English dub of any show today, I would want to watch fucking what's it called, Requiem of the Rose King in English dub. And I would want, if you're gonna do an English dub of that, they need to be British.
Yeah, like Shakespearean type actors.
You need British fucking characters or Americans that have fantastic British accents to play those characters. And I would adore to see that. I would probably recommend that anime more than most anime if they had a British dub.
But yeah, but I don't think
so. Same thing with Italian.
I don't think they have a dub.
Not yet. It'll come out eventually. I'd imagine.
Should this one should have had a dub? Yeah.
Yeah, it should have a simul dub, but I don't know how it's being received. But no, if I was gonna watch any JoJo
sorry, there is a dub cast.
Are they British?
Let me find out.
They need to be British.
Nope.
I don't want to hear fucking somebody.
They're not.
I hope they play
Richard. No, Richard is. That's okay. That's fine.
Richard's British. Okay.
Henry is not.
Okay.
Duke of. Nope. That guy's from Texas. Let's try add. Texas. Fuck. What the fuck? Just Richard? Is this Richard is British? Fuck everyone else?
Do you or do you not love me? Ricciardo. That's another one. Ricciardo.
But
I love I again we digress. Either way, like I said, the demise of Diavolo is the thing that stands out the most of the series, beyond Giorno being OP as shit, and Bucciardi's sacrifice, Narancha's voice acting. Those are all things that stand out. But of course, his end, Diavolo's end is what stands out the most. That second half, I mean,
It definitely picked up in the second half. So
it definitely
saw
picked up.
Diavolo.
And like I had mentioned previously in this episode, part 5, the torture dance, is what I first saw of Jojo, and I was like, this is fucking stupid. No, thank you. But then, like, after when I saw like what led up to the torture dance, I still thought the torture dance was stupid as shit. But like, if you were to see the torture dance with no what's it called, no inference on what it means, you would think it might be dumb. When you when you watch all of Jojo and it gets to that point, it fits Jojo perfectly. Like, it is purely what Jojo is in some capacity. You know what I'm saying? So freaking
right.
So you have that, but yeah, like you said, it picks up significantly in the second half. It was one of the best dramas, I think. That chase, that between that and between the drama of the last battle with Kira, those are some of the best fucking done ends in the JoJo series.
Right.
I like that way more than part 3, even though part 3 as a whole is my favorite part. So for sure, that solidified.
I also love how Guido Mista was great with Sex Pistols in the beginning, and then later on, just like his bullets don't work.
Yeah, they nerfed him.
Yeah.
Sex Pistols.
Yes.
Number 3. Number 1.
Oh yeah. Those pistols.
Number 5.
They were fucking annoying.
Mista.
Yeah. What was your favorite fight before we conclude with part 6?
Bucciarati and
is it Pesci with the fishing rod?
No, no. I'm gonna say Giorno versus Diavolo before he gets Requiem.
Oh, so basically during the chase.
Yeah, where Bucciarati, as his last act, saves the gang and gives Giorno the arrow so he can get Requiem.
Right. Mine is Mista and Giorno against Gaccio. The freezing stand. I thought that was intense, especially near the end.
That's so crazy. Like, that was one of the other JoJos where like they fucking like had like shit ripped off, and it was like, dude, like,
yeah, it was just but I say like just Mista like fucking covered in bullet holes. Like, this is the only time you saw like that much, thinking he was gonna die.
He should have died.
That should have killed him.
He should have fucking died.
But also Giorno Chocolata with the 7-page Muda, that long Muda, that was satisfying.
You know what was another good fight? Also, was one of the best fights was the assassin versus Diavolo in on the beach.
Oh, with the Metallica.
Yeah,
he had that.
That was one of the best fights of that series.
He had that.
Yeah,
he should have won, but no, Naranja's fucking Aerosmith fucking shot him before that happened.
Yeah,
that didn't happen. He would have won. I think so close. But yeah, I love Doppio. It was cool seeing Polnareff again, despite being fucked up in more ways than one.
But at least they made him make sense with him being.
Yeah, it made perfect sense. I'm glad they like saw them like how they were. Like, oh, they found out about the arrows. They're gonna go look for the arrows.
Yeah. It made sense, and it was like a nice callback. I enjoy callbacks, not just because I'm a bored.
This was a callback that worked.
It was a callback that worked, and like we keep saying, we want to see more callbacks, but apparently there's not.
Makes sense
if it makes sense, but apparently there's not. So
yeah. All right, we're gonna close it off with part 6. 10 years later.
What'd you give part 5?
4.
Okay, we're in agreement.
Yeah.
At least we're all in the ranges. There's not like, what the fuck, you gave it a 2?
No. But yeah, no. 10 years later, Stone Ocean.
And this is where we're at.
158 chapters. This is where we are now. We are a third of the way through, so Yeah, we're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
talk
that's right.
about
13, 13, 13. Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna talk about those. Like, but yeah, what are your thoughts on it so far?
Interesting. I like Jolene more in a sexual way, but she's crafty.
Yeah, you just like that she was basically masturbating. That was the opening scene.
Yeah,
And her, being naked in front of the cops.
Yeah, I definitely want to see a dojin of Jolene.
That's
But
funny. That's funny.
ooh, I gotta look those up. But I just had I had a funny image of the dojin along with her stand. Anyway, no, she's very crafty. It's interesting that they kept the trend up with the daddy issues thing.
Yeah.
I find it interesting. The battles, and especially toward the end of this first core, if you want to call it a core, if you want to call it the first core, it I like the battles a lot. Drama filled. It brings out the best of Jojo for sure in that series. There's great potential for it to be good in terms of truthfully, in terms of it being where it's at right now. It's got the best start of a Jojo part since part 3.
Right.
So that's my
okay. But yeah, the manga wise, this was average, but it was mostly the ending that hooked me because it was like, holy shit. So I can't wait if they do this right. Poochie is great. The priest gay for Dio. Yeah, and I love Weather Report, especially his stand.
Yeah.
He's a great one. Emporio is okay. Hermes is a great Joe sister.
Yeah, I like Hermes.
Foo Fighters she's all right. They're all right.
Yeah.
This sentient plankton.
They're interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
Yep. Oh, there's definitely there's a lot of potential. I love it's still animated well, still has the Part 5 type animation.
It does, yeah. It's got what we should have talked about after Part 4. We should have included the spoke Kishibe Rohan.
I didn't watch that.
Really?
I didn't get a chance to.
It's not bad. The first one is the best one. It's only 3 episodes.
I know it's about Rohan, so
yeah, it's about Rohan. Basically, it's something that happens like immediately after Part 4, but before Part 5.
So in that 1 year time frame.
Like it's pretty soon, like afterwards. Like I'd say maybe like 6 months.
Gotcha.
Like 6 months or whatever. Because Rohan is still in the process of his house being rebuilt.
Okay.
So his house is still being in the process of being rebuilt, and then Koichi comes over to like hang out or something, and Rohan starts talking to Koichi about some of his like mysterious travels when he was younger, before he got to that city in Japan.
Right.
And so it goes over that of what he experienced while he was a stand user. And yeah, like I said, the first one is wild as shit, and then the second and third ones are okay. So it's a quick watch. So if you ever get bored and just want to throw that in there,
I can find time for it. I just didn't get a chance to.
Yeah.
Definitely will.
I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Okay, that's fair.
So it was
but yeah, it was great seeing Jojo again. Like not just like 5 minutes in Part 5, but like actual cast.
Yeah, they had to nerf him, of course.
Yeah, that's why we had Poochie with Whitesnake.
Yeah,
taking the stand and memories from turn to discs, compact discs.
Yeah,
that's a crazy ability.
Were CDs still a thing in 2011? Kinda, because I had CDs.
It was. I think it was the start of like iPods and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was around that time of iPods.
But it was still mostly CDs.
Yeah, we had CDs. What's it called? I was gonna say they should have put in like USBs or something, but
I don't think they really had much of.
They had USBs,
but like they weren't like, I don't think they're like
2011. They had USBs.
I was like, but I think they were like as popular as like flash drives and stuff like that.
They're more expensive.
Plus, for all we know, he could have had this for years. This stand.
That's true. But then why is it?
Because he knew Dio for like over 20 years.
He met Dio shortly before Dio died. I think he
Part 3, but during
he met him. Yeah, he met him one random day in Part 3. Like it was like, what do you say, 1987?
Around there, yeah.
So then that's 2 years before Dio died.
Yeah, like technically before part 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, so all we know,
which
yeah,
was
he
a good
could have had his
callback.
stand then.
Which was a good callback.
That I liked, and it got the original voice actors.
Do they call back any other former Dio associates in any of the parts?
No.
Okay, so nobody else is related to Dio besides Pucci.
Well, you see, you'll get Dio's kids in this, but that's it.
Dio's kids?
Kids.
Oh, okay. That was a fucking sneaky little spoiler.
That's all you got.
It's a sneaky little spoiler. We got more than Giorno. Okay.
That's what I said. That's why Jojo should have fucking been there.
Fucking, it sounds like Dio had a weak pullout game.
Oh yeah, well, technically Jonathan, it's his body.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's just Dio's head.
Did Jonathan have sex before he
So
died?
basically,
I think
Gio has 2 daddies. He's got 2 daddies.
That's so nuts.
Gio and Jonathan.
He doesn't have the star though.
Who, Giorno?
Yeah, Giorno doesn't have the star.
I believe he does.
Does he have the star?
It's hidden. Don't show it.
Instead of on his back, is it like on his like fucking dick or something? The fuck?
Hold on.
Matt is typing. Does Giorno have a star?
Yeah, it's on his neck.
I didn't. Did we see that?
I think we saw it briefly, but no, it's there.
I don't recall.
I guess this did show it in the anime, but no, it's definitely the manga. I'm not crazy.
Oh,
It's not on his back. It's like on his front.
imagine that. Wouldn't have known.
But no, we don't know when the second part of this is coming out, but we are looking forward to that.
Supposedly said 2022, right?
Oh, I'm sure this is gonna finish in 2022.
I don't know if it's gonna finish in 2022. They might finish by 2023.
Well, hopefully before the year's over, so we can put it in our top.
They
of the
did
year.
6 months between what's it called? Way of the House Husband, right?
What do you mean?
How many months was it between part 1 of House Husband and part 2? 6 months.
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was
one season to the
summer.
Next. Okay, it was one season to the next.
Yeah.
I'll
double check, but
are they because they're doing 6 months between Comey part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
So then I would expect perhaps 6 months, because the 3 months would be next season, and it's not next season. So I'm thinking fucking it's got to be at least 6 months, which would take us to summer.
Yeah, it depends. Unless they started all of them and just waiting for it to like make it kind of like it's a 12-week thing.
Maybe. And in summer, not for nothing, summer is pretty light so far.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you and me both.
I will fucking take it because that spring's gonna be fucking busy.
Yeah. We already have fucking 10 or
a lot. We have a lot.
We have I think I have like somewhere between 9 and 11. You have like 12 or 13 or something.
Yeah. And I think I have that's like continuing is Rose King.
Rose King. Well, no, Rose King. What's it called? Well, I have Boruto.
Yeah.
What else is continuing? Shenmue, technically. This is going to be one of those that ends midway.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, that's it. The only one that's continuing is Rose King.
Okay, you're right. It was 6 months for House Husband.
So then I'm anticipating it'll come out maybe in the summer if they do that, unless they want to extend it more. But
yeah, again, unless they've just been doing it nonstop and just released that much in.
So let me ask you this: do you agree with the concept of releasing all of them simultaneously, or would you prefer they do it weekly? I would prefer they do it weekly.
Jojo should have been weekly.
I agree. They should definitely do it weekly.
That one should have been. Yeah, that one definitely should have been weekly.
So do you think they'll continue to release them as a whole, or do you think they'll do it weekly?
I think they'll do it as a whole still.
I still think so as well. Yeah.
Like you already did it for that much. You may as well just do it for the rest.
Yeah.
So it's like this. What's the point then? Then you should,
unless they. I mean, so you've read the manga. You said that if they do the end, it'll be spectacular. Between the middle and the end, are there dramatic cliffhangers? Obviously, there's cliffhangers. I'm sure they're good, but are there very dramatic cliffhangers that you can see them? Because I mean, if there's gonna be very
It
dramatic,
depends on how far they go. That's the thing.
Because I mean, you know how they broke down for like Attack on Titan, right? So like
Yeah.
perhaps they'll release the second part of part 6, the second core of part 6. They'll release it as a whole, and then perhaps if they, depending on how they build,
I'm saying for all they know,
they could do.
I'm saying for all they know, they could probably just do this second part just to get Jotaro's discs.
Jotaro. You keep saying Jotaro. Fucking goddamn white people. Fuck. I digress. Maybe. I don't know. But I definitely think that it should have been weekly, and they should change it to weekly, especially if they build up the way that it should be built up. So
right, but yeah, again, it's definitely something to be something to look forward to. You're probably gonna go, "What the fuck?" to me, like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Probably.
And then you're gonna get the best part after.
Unrelated, we were talking about Netflix animes. When they coming out with Ragnarok?
Ragnarok?
Yeah, they come up with the second part of Ragnarok,
they're
right?
probably gonna wait for this next fight to end.
No, I meant like a time frame though.
I'm gonna say
Winter,
either end of the year or beginning of 23.
Okay.
And they better fix that fucking animation.
It's not that bad.
But just less of the Flashpoint shit.
Sure, that makes sense.
Just make it more fluid, especially with the fights.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So do you want to get? Is it fair to give the core a grade or no? I haven't graded it on Analyst yet.
I have not, but I will say I am enjoying it so far.
I am definitely enjoying it.
They're definitely doing this well.
Like I said, this is the best start to a JoJo since part 3, beyond a shadow of a doubt, for me.
Yeah. So again, if they do this right, anime-wise, I think this could be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm all for it. I'm looking forward to what happens next.
Any mention on the next parts at all?
Oh, you want me to talk about Steel Ball Run?
No, I'm just saying. Do you want to I don't know if anything of note that's not a spoiler that you can share about the other parts?
No. Because that we spoiled in part 6 for you. So I cannot.
No, that's fair.
But I'm saying, if for people that have not read or started JoJo, you can start in part 7.
You can start at part 7?
Yes, I will. That's all I will say.
Why can't you
start? Like if you have started readings from part 7, that's actually fine. That's totally fine.
That's weird.
That's all I can tell you. And you would better not look up fucking shit.
I'm not gonna look it up. I don't love JoJo that much to be like, oh, what is he talking about?
Yeah, that. Other people can, but that's all I will say. And that's it. You're gonna love Gyro Zeppeli and Johnny Joestar.
Jolly Joestar?
Johnny Joestar.
Johnny Joestar.
Yes.
Sounds like some fucking hustler.
And Gyro Zeppeli.
Oh, Zeppeli has a fucking kid. Nice.
Yes, he met Bigfoot, and let me tell you, he tried to suck his dick.
Whoa!
What? That's the thing in the manga.
Whoa!
He's like Johnny, I met Bigfoot, but I don't want to alarm you. But he tried to suck my dick.
Whoa! So I noticed it's getting. You notice JoJo, especially now with part 6, is getting progressively more and more risque.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Is that a change of the times, or is that just how the fucking author is just like, fuck it, I don't care in my old age?
Yeah, that.
I guess. Okay.
Like, Jolie's got the sex appeal.
She does. Oh.
Because we definitely had a fucking sex appeal with the fucking over muscular men for the past couple of parts.
Does Jolene get her cheeks clapped?
Depends. Not in the sex way. Not in the sex way.
Okay.
But anyway, we're gonna cut it off here. There's not much more JoJo wise to talk about. This is the pilot. It was just us talking and fucking around. Nothing big, nothing crazy. We're gonna make a post in the Facebook group about guests. I'll make a post on Twitter as well.
I'll make one on Instagram.
So we can get that ball rolling. Hopefully, Sean, for fuck's sake, gets that other Keki episode from 2 weeks ago out.
Oh, that's right. We're not caught up, are we?
No, we gotta tell him, like, hey, we're here.
We exist.
Yeah. Anyway, but again, thank you all so much. We appreciate this. This is a fun secondary show. There's gonna be a lot more, but again, we're just a pilot fucking around.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. We'll be honest with you guys. This isn't gonna be something that we do as frequently as we do with our.
Yeah, it's not gonna be weekly. It's just when we get people in their availability.
Yeah,
That's
ideally, I would love for it to be maybe once a month, but you know, like Matt said,
it depends on
who's
how
available.
popular we get.
Yeah, and how much people want it for sure. Sure. So
if we get popular enough, we might interview some staff if we can find some.
that'd be nice, right?
That'll be a goal. That will definitely be a goal. But anyway, guys, Matt and Ethan, we're signing out. Join us next time as we go back to talk to Keki.
Yes, normally we would do plugs, but we did them all at the very beginning.
Yep, that's it. So close us out.
Close us out. I gotta come up with something like you, like a sayonara, like not sayonara, but like like sayonara, anata, fuck you, and sayonara minasan. Like I gotta come up with.
Well,
something
for
like
us,
that.
it's Niigata Dayo. We run away.
Nigeru. That's where you could have gone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.